All right, good morning. It's around 6:20ish. Beautiful Thursday morning. Tide's dropping out. We almost hit the bottom of our low tide here. Go run back up in these creeks and try to find a few blue crabs pretty quick. Maybe some cut mullet, maybe some live mullet. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna hit the oysters and we're gonna see what's out there today. Stick with us. Not sure what this is. All right, we made it to the first spot. We got a big oyster bank back here behind us. We're gonna run up and down this bank, see if we see any fish. Throw in a Savage Gear shrimp. Let's go. All right, let's go. As you can see, it's another beautiful morning. Water is slick. Tides still dropping. It should near about be at the bottom of the fall. So we're gonna get to casting this Savage Gear shrimp, one of my favorite shrimp lures. And I just got a loop knot tied on it just for a little more action. And that's the plan. So let's get to it. The sun is killer. You better to fish it possibly going the other way. But with the tide about to turn to come back in, I can fish it a little slower running with against the current. These boat wakes get out of here, we ought to be able to see some, hopefully see some head wakes and stuff like that right up against the mud. Something right there. Not sure what it was. Really want to fish this next point right here. And along that, the rest of that bank, I just started way up here so I wouldn't have a big boat wake right there where I wanted to fish, stirring up the water and stuff. But that doesn't mean we won't catch or couldn't get a bite right here off this point. The humidity is through the roof this morning. No wind. It's just super hot. Let's see what we can find here. Got to be something hungry out here this morning. There was something. Something felt like a trout. It looked like my lure was messed up. Let me check that. Oh, that's good. Pretty slow so far. Nothing going on. But it's a dead tide. That does play a big role. In my opinion. Yeah. Seem like these fish like the current, that water flowing a little better than not flowing. But that doesn't mean we won't get a hookup. I mean, what else is there to do while the tide's not moving? Sit out here and bake, or sit out here and fish while you bake. There's a fish right there. Just what I was saying. Boy, just what I was saying. Give me a little bit more drag. Not sure what this is. Kind of feels like a redfish. If it is, it's a pretty nice one. Might be a big trout, maybe? Not sure. Redfish usually don't come up to the top like that, but that's a big flounder. A huge flounder. Holy cow. Get the net out. No, it's a big spot tail. I don't know why I said it was a flounder. I swear to God it looked like a flounder when it came up. We're good on the net. It's a big spot tail. Wow, that thing, I would have bet my bottom dollar that was a flounder the first time I saw it. I guess maybe just a glare. That was crazy. And there's a huge difference between a flounder and a redfish. Oh, let me get this back down so I don't trip over it. Huge flounder, I said. Probably got a probably close to a 26, 27 inch redfish. So you come in the boat, buddy, I'll release you. Oh, yes. Get in here. And that, my friends, is a big redfish caught on a Savage Gear shrimp. Beautiful fish. Just blind casting. I just said the tide was low and these fish seem to like a little current, but that doesn't mean you won't catch one. He's probably a good 20, I'd say 28 inches maybe. Here's a Savage Gear shrimp in his mouth. He hammered it. It's a perfect size redfish for artificial. Perfect size redfish for anything. But we're gonna get him on his way. Fun while it lasted, and see if we can catch another one. Come on, buddy, I know you're tired. Hurry up and swim off before a porpoise comes up and grabs my hand. These fish exert so much energy when they're fighting. You kind of gotta, sometimes you gotta spend a little extra time and revive them. Well, there he goes. Perfect. Whew. That was awesome. Thank you, Lord. And that was right off the edge of this point. See that shrimp is still in perfect condition. The nylon in his tail really helps a lot, and that's one of my favorite shrimp lures right there. What also gets a lot of attention is from fish is an inlet like this. 9 times out of 10, that inlet's gonna be a little deeper in the middle where that current's going through. So that's not a bad area to catch a fish at all. Starting to get back into some shells and stuff now, which I always like to fish more than a mud bottom. Like this creek right here, I know it's gonna be feeding in shortly, but if the tide was rolling out, see, if I was out here and the tide was coming out, this would be a good spot for me to fish, or a spot that would draw my attention, as predators and other fish would be sitting out here in this opening, waiting for bait to spill out along as the tide drops, coming out this little creek, this little feeder creek down in the sound. And those fish will stage up right here in this opening, ready to ambush bait when they drop out into the big water. But that doesn't mean one won't be sitting there at a tide coming in. I see water still coming out of there, but that's only because that side is much higher than where the water's at now, and it's kind of like a little dam right there that is holding that water inside that creek. All right, with this wind, jellyfish right here. With this wind starting to blow a little bit, we tied on a jig, 1/4 ounce Z-Man jig head with a 4-inch swimming mullet, gulp swimming mullet. Oh yeah, definitely more casting distance. And it's gonna get to the bottom a little quicker, but possibly may get hung up more. Exactly what I meant right there by getting hung up easier. Alright, well, that's going to do it for today's video. It was a very slow day, but we did catch one nice redfish. Saw a few sharks around, tried to sight cast to them, but they didn't want nothing to do with it. But if you will, share this video, go ahead and like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you'll get notified next time I post a video. Catch you guys later.